is your First Alert 5 weather with Sam Schreier.
Good afternoon, everyone. Springs in Pueblo, 51 in the Springs, beautiful sunny skies. Pueblo, 54. Now, as the next system, you can see it over the mountains a little bit back there, comes on in. The winds are going to pick up, but also the clouds will fill in. Springs is at 10 miles per hour. We've been gusting into the 20s, so we're already starting to feel that wind, and you can kind of see it on the contours. Now, Pueblo, you were always going to be windier a lot later, so like 2 o'clock, you'll start to really feel your winds, but as the low pressure to our west matches up with the high pressure to our east, these 20s will spill on into the interstate. So here's what we're looking at. This low pressure, like I just mentioned, is on the way east. Now what it's going to do is bump into this high, cause a pressure gradient over Colorado to squeeze that wind through the state. This low is also going to bring some good moisture back into Colorado when it tries to tap into the Gulf. It's going to drag those winds out of the south and east. That's a perfect upslope storm for Colorado. Now the forecast wind speeds here at noon, the modeling was a little over the Springs, but it was pretty good. It had the strongest winds out east, and as we get towards 3 o'clock, you can see those winds strengthen up as that low moves in. Now, as we get towards 6, we are still very windy. I actually think today is going to be a lot windier as we go farther into the afternoon and even pretty late into the evening, because here is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. The wind speeds are still between about 20 to 30 miles per hour. The gusting will be in the 20s, probably not as much into the 30s. It's not really until after midnight when we back the winds down a bit. Now on top of that, we also have moisture. Not today. We are going to be dry the rest of the day. To our west into the Continental Divide, this is 12 o'clock, right at midnight. A lot more snow on the way. There's been a little change in the modeling since our morning show I want to talk to you about. Our modeling this morning had the I-25 corridor seeing rain and some snow at noon. Now it's moving in a little quicker, and the system's made landfall, so I'm starting to believe the earlier model runs here, or this earlier timing. So by 6 in the morning, Woodland Park, Teller County, getting a little bit of snow. As we get closer to about 8, 9 o'clock, this is where it spills into the I-25, is rain from Pueblo to Colorado Springs. Now there will be snow in Monument and Woodland Park at this time, and the rain then gets a little bit more broad along the interstate, but also out to the plains. That snow shrinking down back over the high country. As the system keeps going Friday, rain out to the east, but we'll turn more of this back into snow for the evening commute, and I think it will be slick in a couple spots, especially Highway 24. Now your snowfall forecast, I'm going 1 to 3 inches in Monument, 3 to 5 inches over Woodland Park, trace to 1 inch in Colorado Springs, and not really all that much more to the south and east. There will be some high elevation mountain spots like the Sangre de Cristos that grab quite a bit of snow, but for a lot of the towns, the snow is going to be higher up above you. Now the 7-day forecast, we talked about the rain snow here. Starts as a brief rain in the morning, does turn to snow Friday afternoon through the overnight hours. That's where most of Colorado Springs accumulation would want to fall. Saturday, the snow is out of here pretty much by midday. Sunny and just a little breezy on Monday, and then we do bring in some rain chances by Tuesday and Wednesday. Now Pueblo, you are going to be pretty wet tomorrow. Your rain is going to be mostly rain even into the night, but I think that Pueblo could see a turn to some wet snow just with really no accumulation because you're going to be so warm. Canyon City, you are also seeing majority of your time being rain, but a brief wet snow overnight is absolutely possible. Again, really not thinking much for accumulation. 70s into Monday, kind of like Pueblo. Finally, Woodland Park, good snow, 3 to 5 inches from Friday into Saturday. The roads will be slick by Saturday morning.